And then we waste MJF's time. He comes down and he just says, Jeff Jarrett, you're a piece of shit. Okay. Now, here was the
I mean,
coolest
we all
part.
knew that.
Yeah, exactly. No one was booing him. They're just like, yep, you're right. Uh, Here was the coolest part, though. He's done with this promo, and he actually kicks off the promo by kicking a competitor out of the ring. And the guy's like, fine, I ain't got no problem with you. Well, that competitor had a match with Hangman Adam Page, and Hangman's music hits, and I stood up. I was like, this is the fucking shit that I'm. Yes. I forgot about the fucking wrestler. Like, I thought he just like legitimately left, you know? And so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're doing Hangman and MJF again? Yes, yes, yes.
Nope.
No, we didn't. They kind of do this like, I'm not
Yeah.
turning my back on you, but I ain't gonna fight you today kind of thing.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah. We ain't got
and
a beef
MJF
right
leaves.
now. You
Yeah.
know?
I
Yeah.
don't like you, but I ain't gonna hit you
Yeah.
today.
Our business is not conflicting right now. So,
Right.
yeah.
And then Hangman just, I don't know, mollywops old Tyler Shoop. That's his name here. And that's it. And
Nailed
then
it.
that's when Christopher Daniels comes out and Hangman's like, hey, old man, am I going to have to kick your ass
Yeah, is that what
again?
you're here for?
Yeah. And Christopher Daniels in a neck brace is like, you know what? That was probably my last match. And I'm okay with that. I have to, though, live with the regret of being essentially like a bad friend to you. And that's what this led to. And so for that, like, I'm sorry. And when he said it was his last match, as you mentioned, Hangman goes, what? And you saw the like, oh,
He
what
said
have I
like under
done?
his breath, he said, "What?" And like a
Yeah.
little bit of sadness in the voice too, like a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
uptake, like, and then like just kind of the breathing got a little heavier. Like, man, excellent stuff by Hangman here.
Yeah. And Christopher Daniels, to his credit, just left, just said, there you
Look,
go.
man, yeah,
That's that
like sorry I
information.
got in your way, right? Like
Yeah.
it was wrong for me to rile you up. I made it worse, and it fucked
But he
me up.
also is his friend. Yeah. But he's also his friend and goes, okay, well, then let's try. I think he's doing like all right, let's try this tactic.
Uh
Hey,
huh. Yeah, he's still
maybe
trying.
you are
He's
a
a good
bad
friend.
guy,
Mm-hmm.
and just leaves.
Yep. You keep
Here's my
plugging
question to
away.
you.
Eventually, after like 13 years, they'll be a good friend. Look, it worked with.
Right here. Look at
Yeah,
you.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we do it over Zoom and not
Yeah,
in
exactly.
face to face again. No. Um, Here's my question though.
Mm,
This is the second time now that Crazy Hangman, I like to call him Crazy Hangman,
yeah.
has kind of had a moment of what am I doing? So after the cage match with Swerve Strickland, he walks back. He kind of realizes that I don't feel any better. He goes to like, I'm going to kick his ass, and then has that realization of like, nope, that's not going to help. And so he just stands there.
Yeah.
But then he doubled down, right? Because obviously we've had more Crazy Hangman. What do you think this happened? Like, what do you make of
Yeah, I
this
don't
moment?
know. Because what can't happen is like this can't continue with Christopher Daniels some more, right? But like we've got to get, if we're moving Hangman out of the crazy Hangman to have some sort of reckoning, I don't know. It's wrestling, so there has to be an opponent to trigger this, right? And I don't know who that could be.
I Here's what I would like as far as interesting television is Hangman's a day one guy, right? He was the first
Yep.
guy to show the AEW logo. He's there, right? He is ingrained in the
Yeah.
fabric of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially have him do a backstage interview with Renee, and it's Chuck Taylor. And Chuck Taylor goes, hey, man, like, I'm now out of wrestling because someone lost their temper. And Christopher Daniels has joined me. And then just walks off. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? Right. And
Mm-hmm.
you get this vulnerable Hangman after, let's just say Trent. I don't know who, but like say Trent's back there and he does the kind of the same thing. Then you have a wrestler. In my case, I would do MJF, pounces on that. Oh, look, he's vulnerable. Let's fuck him up. And he goes, "You are such a bitch. You were a bitch in the pandemic. You're a bitch now. You suck.
You got no
And
friends. Nobody
then,
likes
no
you.
one likes you.
You're fucked up in the
Swerve
head.
was
You need
right.
a therapist."
Yeah. Swerve was right. You don't deserve your spot. Because if you invoke the name Swerve, you're gonna get angry, right? You're gonna get
You're an arsonist, right? Like just
yeah. And I would have MJF pounce on the vulnerability after all of these guys kind of shared, hey, you know what your anger's doing to Daniels and others? This.
Do we get like a Hangman apology tour to all he's wronged in the past?
You
see
could.
the Dark Order, and does he go see the?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate it. All right, then what happens?
Don't be afraid to apologize. More advice from the Elite Wrapup.
What did you say?
I said, don't be afraid to apologize. It's more advice from the Elite Wrapup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to.
You are.
I'm just saying, don't be afraid to if you need to. Yeah, you know who you are. You know you are. Don't be afraid to apologize.
We're waiting for that email.
Look at you.